Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, a few days ago I did a brushless upgrade on this PXTOYS 9200e Piranha 4x4 truck, and I didn't get a chance in that video obviously to do any speed runs or anything because I wanted to take it out and see what kind of top speed we get on 2S. Now if you didn't see that video, I put a 3300 kV brushless motor in here, a 60 amp Google RC, brushless ESC in there, and I went with the Dumbo RC TXRX, and I swapped in a little servo in there. It's compatible 3-wire with this system. So we'll see what kind of top speed we get. I never did get an exact top speed on the stock setup, which was a 540 brush motor, but it wasn't particularly fast, somewhere in the 15 to 20 mile per hour range, I believe. And this one should be significantly faster. So we'll fire it up, take it out here, and see what we get on 2S. I'm using I think it was a 1600 milliamp little lipo pack out of the Zinlahong PXTOYS S920, those 4x4 trucks, to get the top speed on this guy. I was trying to get the top speed the other day using some 2S 1700 milliamp lipos that came with the 9200e. Sold under the Deer RC brand. It's basically the same truck, and both of those batteries were bad and they're almost brand new. In fact, one of them I didn't even have a run on yet, and it lasted less than a minute, and the top speeds I got were pretty low. So to confirm that, I took this battery, took it out and ran it, and got a much higher top speed, especially compared to the one pack. And so I wanted to obviously redo that video, so see what kind of top speed we get on this pack. So I'll go ahead and fire this up now. I'll sit back down here for a second so I can easily reach in there and turn on. I've only got 2 body pins on here, guys, just for this, so the body's kind of moving around a lot. Okay, we got it on here, the ESC fan. Go ahead and turn on the controller and drive it out here, and let's make sure my I want to make sure it is, yeah, it's on. I wanted to make sure that my GPS reader was still on. I had it on for a little bit there, and it will turn off if it doesn't use to save battery. So let's see what kind of top speed we get with this on 2S. It can get a little squirrely, so you have to kind of ease into that top speed. I also want to do a 3S test on this. I can only imagine how that's going to want to peel out, because it gets like a little squirrely here on even 2S. Let's see if I can replicate that top speed that I did in my testing earlier, because it was pretty decent. We'll bring it back here and see what we get. Okay, see 29.8. Now I've gotten higher than that, so we'll take it out some more. I'll just let you guys know I got about 35 on one run, but 29, around 30 miles per hour is what I usually get in the test I did on this good battery pack. Now one thing to keep in mind, guys, is going up in voltage from 2 to 3S obviously will make a big difference in speed, but that's not the only factor that will make a difference on a top speed of a car. The capacity of the battery and the C rating, with the discharge rate of a burst of the battery, consistent burst of it, that will definitely can make a difference. It depends on what your particular setup is drawing. If the battery you're using can provide the amount of amps that your system is drawing, then going up capacity is all you're going to do is add weight to it and actually slow it down, though you obviously will increase the run time. But if your system is being handicapped by the battery and it can't provide, let's say your system's wanting to draw 30 amps and your battery's only providing, only able to provide it 25, you need to check it out. It's like I may have knocked something loose in there. I think I may have knocked the ESC loose in there, so I need to check that. But anyway, what I was saying, that was ESC is not probably secured in there super well, but like I was saying, let me go ahead and turn. Let's see what I lost the GPS speed reader off the front. I didn't even notice that. But like I was saying, you know, if it's not providing what it needs, it's the servo came whacked out of place too. That was a pretty hard crash. If it's not able to provide what it needs, then it's going to be handicapped by the battery going up in capacity or going up 29.8, and you see the GPS reader is fine. So that's the highest speed we got. But that was a pretty good crash. See, that got squirrely on me, went sideways, and I tried to overcorrect a bit, and it tumbled, and it actually ripped these zip ties off. That's nuts. I can see the servo in there is knocked sideways. I'm gonna have to go in there and fix it. That was what was making that sound. I thought it was the ESC fan, but it was actually the servo was kind of stuck and jammed sideways. So I think I'll be able to fix that. But anyway, like I said, I know this video, you're probably gonna laugh at it because you're thinking, geez, I wasn't even hardly get anything done. But if the battery pack's not able to provide what the system's drawing, then going up in capacity or at a higher C rating, either one of those two, will provide enough amps that you can reach your maximum speed. So keep that in mind. So if you got a bigger capacity pack laying around, and you can always try it out to see if you get a higher speed. I noticed that, and David did the video recently on his WL-Toys, I think it was an A959B, where he had 106 kilometers per hour, and he went up considerably by going up in capacity on his battery pack, because he had before it was a smaller capacity, and that was his system was obviously wanting to draw more than his batteries that provide. All right, we got a few scuffs on here, but otherwise it looks all fine. So the top speed on the Piranha here in this brushless system on 2S is roughly 30 miles per hour, though I did, like I said, get a 35, oddly enough, on a test run. So it's possible to get a little more, but that was on this battery. Going up in capacity or a higher C rating could possibly provide this guy a few more miles per hour. That I think is probably about right for what this size truck and system will draw. But going up to 3S definitely would, but we'll have to see. I got to get this figured out here. That was a pretty rough crash. You guys saw a tumble. A really high-end RC that are really rugged, they're going to have no problem with something like that. But this is, again, just a PXTOYS, and the servo I put in there is really not secured super well because one of the tabs on the servo broke off when I was installing it. And so that's why the servo, you can probably see it here, it's sideways. Again, we'll have to see what happened. It may have broken another tab off, and if that's the case, I'll have to come up with another solution or get a new servo. So, all right, guys, that wraps up the 2S top speed test. And I think that most of you will agree that that's fast enough for this guy. I mean, anything more than that, you're just going to be on prey, that you're not going to lose control on the Piranha here. So that wraps it up. Be sure to subscribe if you're a new viewer to the channel. Click that bell so you know when I do upload new videos. And as always, guys, have a wonderful day.
The power of the dark side.